What's up, guys? Jack here with another video. Today I figured I'd show you guys my deck for Pokemon Online, and I'm going to show you guys my Umbreon GX deck. See if I can change the sizing here. There we go. When I first started playing Pokemon a few years ago, a friend got me two EV starter decks, and they were the EVs from Black and White, and I really liked the deck. And when I saw that evolutions were a thing again in Sun and Moon, I figured it'd be the best chance for me to get back into the game and play a deck I actually enjoy. So today we're playing with Umbreon GX, and I like Umbreon GX. His HP is 200. He's a Dark type. He has 3 attacks. One of them is the first one is Strafe. For 1 Dark Energy, he does 30 damage, and you have the ability to switch himself out with any of your bench Pokemon, which I think it's pretty nice in case you don't have the extra energy to equip him next turn and maybe you want to switch on to something else. The second attack he has is called Shadow Bullet for 1 Dark Energy and 2 of any. In Pokemon we call that a DCE, double colorless. It does 90 damage plus 30 to any one of your opponent's bench. So he pretty much is able to do like weird knockouts that way. So it's fine. Then the final attack he has is his GX ability. His GX ability makes you pretty much say energy denial to your opponent, and he discards 2 energy from your opponent's Pokemon, whether it be 1 from their bench and 1 from their active, or you can mix it around however you'd like. And then of course his retreat cost is 2. He's weak to fighting, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. The other Pokemon that we're teaming him up with is Zoroark. Zoroark has 100 HP. He's another stage 1. And Zoroark has a nifty ability called Stand-In. So once per turn, if he's in your bench, you can switch him out with your active, so he pretty much gets to retreat your active for free. And now his attack costs a colorless and a colorless, or a DCE. It's Mind Jack. It does base 10 damage, but it does 30 more damage for every Pokemon your opponent has in their bench. So it can potentially do massive amounts of damage. And if you're teaming Zoroark up with the stadium called Reverse Valley, then you get to do 10 more damage, therefore you get to do a mess load of damage. And if you can team them up with any of these evolutions here, whether it be Flareon, Vaporeon, or Jolteon, they have a special ability that says that each of your stage 1s in play are now the specific typing, whether it be electric for Jolteon, water for Vaporeon, or fire for Flareon, which I think it's pretty nice. So he lets your Zoroark and your Umbreon GXs do a bunch of high damage and potential knockouts. The other Pokemon you play for Zoroark is 1 copy of Zoroark Break. I personally like just 1. It's nice because it has 140 HP, so it has more HP than the regular Zoroark. It still has the same attacks as previous Zoroark, but the added bonus for this one is for 1 Dark Energy, Foul Play gets to copy pretty much one of your opponent's active Pokemon attacks. It doesn't matter what kind of attack it is. If he has it, you can use it. So it's pretty nifty that way. The other thing that really helps out a lot is actually this Tauros. This Tauros right here pretty much likes to take hits. He has 180 HP, which isn't that high, but for a basic, I think he's pretty good. He pretty much has an ability, and I want to attack on Rage. For a DCE, he does base 20, but he does 10 more damage for every one of your opponents. Sorry, for every damage counter he has. So if you get to keep him up front, and he takes a bunch of hits, he can pretty much do massive amounts of damage. Then for another DCE, a Horn attack that does 60 damage, which isn't too bad. And then his GX ability does 30 damage for every damage counter he has on himself. So it's pretty nice. GX moves can only be used once per game, but you're most likely going to end up using his GX a lot. And then, of course, the icing on the cake, everything that makes this Umbreon deck work, is this Eevee has an ability called Energy Evolution, which if you place the appropriate energy on him, even on your first turn or the turn you play him, you're able to search your deck for an evolution and immediately put it on him. So it's pretty good. We're also playing 4 copies of Acrobike, just because Acrobike can get you your energies, your DCEs, can get you anything and everything that most likely your trainer's mails wouldn't be able to get you. So if you if you use trainer's mail, look at the top 4, you grab an aqua bike, you can still keep going and not actually have to stop in case you get like a Lysander or you get a Sycamore or something if you already use supporters that turn. I think it's pretty nice. You're also playing 2 copies of Level Ball. Level Ball pretty much lets you grab any of your basics, your EVs, your Zeruas, or any of these EV typings. And then of course we're also playing 2 copies of Puzzle of Time. If you play 2 Puzzles of Time at the same time, it lets you retrieve 2 cards from your graveyard. Or if you use them just by itself, just one of them, you get to rearrange the top 3 cards of your deck. So I think that's pretty nifty with the Acrobike. So you know what you're going to add and you know what you're going to discard, and you can fix it up so you add and discard the things you want. Also playing here 2 copies of Super Rod. Super Rod is nice because it gets to shuffle back either Pokemon or energy, or both. And in case you lose these guys for your typings, or you're low on energy and you want to add more, then that kind of helps. And 1 copy of Switch. I personally like it at 1. I tried playing more before, but 1's fine. In case you don't have the Zorak, or in case you need to retreat anything special, it's nice. And then 1 copy of Town Map. Town Map sometimes does nothing, sometimes it actually helps. I'm still debating whether to keep it or not, but I had a game where I had no idea that my evolution, specifically the Umbreon, were all prized, and I tried to attach an energy, and then I figured it out. So next turn, got a Town Map and figured out where they all were, and after I started getting knockouts, I was able to grab them, so it was pretty helpful. Playing the 4 trainers mails, like I mentioned, playing 4 copies of Ultra Ball, so you can search for evolutions, and you can search for your basics if you need to, and then 2 copies of VS Seekers. If I had more VS Seekers, I'd play more. Sadly, I don't. But VS Seekers pretty much let you grab any supporters back from the graveyard, so you get to reuse them again. I already mentioned the 2 reverse valleys. I really like it for being able to do more damage, so it's pretty nice. Plus, it lets you replace your opponent's stave in case they have one, whether it be a Sky Field or anything pesky that's troubling you. Also playing 1 full art Lily. Come on, man, it's Lily. It's just full art. But yeah, just because playing 1, just because of the ideology that if you open her, you can draw until you have 8 cards in your hand, and if not, later on she just gives you draws until you have 6, which is still pretty nice if you don't want to really discard your hand with your Sycamores. Also playing 2 Lysanders, 2 Ends, just so you can mess up your opponent if they have a bunch of cards and less prices than you, things like that. So for now, I think that's the deck. Let's do some actual gameplays, and this is where I'll introduce my friend, who's been quietly and patiently waiting. I'm sorry. Please introduce yourself.
Hi guys, coming at 2K here with a deep throat, huh? Anyways, so I'm making a deck now to, I guess, face you.
Alright, let me send you that request, alright?
Ooh, I got a throwback.
Oh, nice. Alright, you ready?
Give me a second.
Alright, let me know when you're ready.
Because I have a random fatal collides.
You had a fate. Oh, yeah, a random fates collides. That's pretty good when you just log into the game and you magically have a pack that you didn't expect.
Ooh, I got like a cool looking Bronson. You read all effects when your opponent attacks, including damage done to your bench Pokemon. Purples. Animal Pop.
Alright, Kamina, you ready?
Go ahead.
Alright, sending you the request now.
I can find the deck now.
I guess so. Let's...
You know when you make a lot of decks and some of them are mistakes and you just leave them there because you're too lazy to clear them out?
But it's just simple. It's a simple X button.
There.
Ooh, is this something different now?
It is. Just built today. It's gonna probably fail so. It's gonna fail so hard. It's gonna go down.
It's gonna fail as hard as my coin flip.
I guess. Yeah. You know, I actually optimized for speed in the game using the little settings, and it actually looks like it's playing a lot faster.
Alright, nice. So I got no basics. I don't know if you can see my hand, but I feel like this would have been a pretty decent hand if I had started out with at least a basic. And awesome, I started out with an Eevee. Alright, and he starts out with Pidgeot EX. Nice. And you got a Mew. Nice. Nice there, buddy. Alright, so we're gonna start out here with this town map. Get to see what our prizes are.
I get why I play it, but the thing is that every time I put it on a deck, it never shows up on time. So I feel like, oh, why bother?
It never shows up on time, apparently, right?
Never. It's like in the game where you forget to pick up the town map in the beginning, so you end up having to go back after you beat the Elite Four and be like, oh, I could have that.
I guess so.
Although I think the new games have kind of,
let's hope this end helps you as much as I'm hoping it helps me.
Oh, it's gonna definitely help me because I had a whole lot of nothing to work with right away. Ooh! Ooh! I'm loving that. I am loving that.
Well, I'm gonna avoid a knockout and we're gonna search for Zorua. And we're going to use this and search for an Umbreon as well. Alright, let's double ball here. And let's search for another Eevee. So I have a feeling this Eevee up front isn't going to live very long. Alright, oh, you coming up. And you're drawing cards. Alright, hopefully you drew anything good. Ooh, you drew this Lugia EX. Dang. So you were holding back on all the awesome cards you had.
No, I actually drew him because of the end that you play.
No, I mean the previous games that we played, you've never played these cards, that's why.
Oh, that's because I never had a place to put him before, and I decided to put him this second half.
Ironically, I was going to...
I just realized that he has like normal all-out energy, so I should have really have put him in a lot of other decks.
Right. I think it's funny. I was going to VS Seeker for an N, and I actually just drew an N for turn. And got a Tauros. Nice. And now we're gonna just strafe and switch out with this Tauros. Alrighty. We got ooh, a Lugia. So the DX wasn't enough. You have to play a regular Lugia too.
Just in case.
I guess so, just in case. Alright, so you can see you're setting up that Lugia already. Ouch, that's a lot of damage there, young man. Think maybe I'll repay the favor?
I think that Taurus is kind of overpowered with the whole just needing to do any of his effects or attacks.
So we're just going to Rage, and we'll save the Mad Bull GX for later. Maybe my Tauros dies now, it'll be fine. Alrighty, let's get this Umbreon going. Sycamore, see if we get anything good. Oh, wow. Wow, I am definitely top deck hero with all of that. All of that. Alright, we'll get this via Seeker. And we'll stand in. And we'll main jack. For 140 damage. Now, isn't that something? So we'll grab the energy and we'll grab puzzle time. Oof, you can already do the aero ball and you got 2, 3, 4 energy for that deep hurricane. 80 damage, and if there's any stadium card in play, does 70 more damage you're gonna do. So you're just basically planning to discard my stadium. And oh, Halucha. Okay.
Not cool, bro.
What would you expect me to do? I'm not just gonna let you knock out my Umbreon.
That is true.
There is almost literally no reason for me to do that. Alright, so right now we're gonna play the puzzle of time. And we're gonna play 2 of them. And we're gonna put some cards, we're gonna put 2 cards back into my hand. One of them being the Tauros, and let's see what your weakness is. Weakness is lightning. Okay. I'll grab back the Eevee actually, that you so graciously sent to my discard pile. And we'll drop down another stadium, hoping that we can get that knockout on that Lugia of yours. But we'll see how this works out. The energy here. And we'll end here actually. Just because it's better for me as opposed to you. And we'll mind jack here. 170. And ouch, thanks to the Fighting Fury belt, you get more HP.
That I do.
Alright, so changing the topic here for a little bit. Have you been keeping up with Gundam?
A little bit, not that much actually.
Oh, I was gonna talk to you about the newer episode in case maybe you had seen it. But it's fine, I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you actually haven't seen it. Yeah. It's fine, I was just hoping we could discuss and whatnot. And I wonder if we do this now. We're gonna acrobike here. See if we can get another energy going. And we did.
Do you just play Acrobike because it's a item card?
No, acrobike in my opinion is actually decent just because unlike Trainer's Mail, acrobike can search out your energy. Lily here. Yeah, because acrobike can search out the energy from the top of your deck in case we really need it. And in that case I actually did. I played that Eevee last year, right? Yeah. Yeah, I actually can't afford to not grab that. And as I can tell, you're actually about to win, aren't you?
Let's hope so.
Well, for my sake, let's hope you don't. And this Pokemon can use the attacks of Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponents. You still need the necessary energy to switch attacks. attack. I always wonder about that. What does it mean by necessary energy? Do you need the energy of that thunder?
Leave, thunder, whatever is required to have it.
Oh, so it doesn't matter what kind of energy you have as long as you have the exact number of it.
No. You need the specific energy of that one time. So if it requires leaf, you need leaf energy.
Oh, so you're gonna do like poison powder from your Venusaur reacts basically. As an example here.
Yeah.
Alright. So many cards. That's actually what I like about Pokemon. You can have just so many cards in your hand for no reason whatsoever. And we'll discard the Sycamore, I think. And energy here.
You should just attack. I think you'll win, don't you?
I'm not sure.
He's 90 HP. I'm telling you, don't have him. Who's ability that I just copied that did all that damage?
Okay, take your word for it. Once you attack, it's fine. And we'll do some damage here. Oh, is that the MREX I gave you? Nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. I had to move there.
The deck did better than I thought it would.
And yeah, it caught me by surprise as well. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna let you guys go for now. This is probably gonna be one of the few segments I'm gonna do on my channel called Friday Duels. So we'll see, maybe next Friday we can get come back on.
So for my viewers, this video is gonna continue and he's gonna probably stay on with me and talk about something. But don't click off yet.
Alright, so you heard him. If you want to check out his channel, he'll pretty much do his own plug now.
We'll put it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description
in
below, but for now, I guess he'll do his plug now, and then I'll see you guys next time.
So guys, if you want to watch anything anime, card game, video game related, come to animeeden.tv. We'll have the link below, and hopefully I'll see you there.
Alright guys.
Signing out.
Alright guys, so I'll catch you guys next time.